Hi Yola, introducing to you SuperGo. SuperGo is a 4-in-1 app. With SuperGo, you can be able to order your ride, and your ride will locate you anywhere you are in the city, and it take you to your destination without stress. With SuperGo, you can be able to do all online banking transactions with less stress and 100% safe and sound. With just one click of your button, your logistics is 100% covered with SuperGo. And guess what? We can help you buy everything you need at the supermarkets, at the pharmacy, and more with SuperGo. SuperGo is nice.
Good evening, viewers. I'm Bridget James, welcoming you to News at 9 p.m. on Som TV. This broadcast is coming to you live from Jalingo. This is the pulse of the nation. We bring only stories that matter. Stay with us on Facebook at Som TV and on YouTube at Som TV Live. Here are tonight's major headlines. FCCPC sets January 5th deadline for digital lending compliance. Group urges action against rising prostate cancer among black men. Lagos seal restaurants over environmental violation. UNICEF, federal government urge media to help end neglected tropical diseases. NAFDAC destroys 20 billion naira substandard expired products in Uyo. On international news, Ukraine's interceptions rate of Russia's drones and missiles are slipping, data show. Business news, Nigeria's biggest bank top African's 300 finance champions. Entertainment news, Networker provides evidence that he did not marry Regina when she was 17. On sport news, Nigeria 4-1 Gabon. Osimhen leads Super Eagles' ruthless win as Sevilla duo boosts World Cup hopes. And now the news in full. The Diabetes Association of Nigeria, in collaboration with the Institute of Diabetics and the Taraba State Specialist Hospital, organized a program to commemorate World Diabetes Day, highlighting the importance of early detection, effective management, and preventive of diabetes. Som TV correspondent Lilian Yakubu has the details.
In Jalingo, the Diabetes Association of Nigeria, in partnership with the Institution for Diabetics and Taraba State Specialist Hospital, held a program to mark World Diabetes Day. The event focused on early detection, management, and prevention of diabetes. Dietitian Joel Ojonugwa James advised patients that diabetes is manageable, emphasizing portion control, more vegetables, avoiding sugary and alcoholic drinks, and regular checkups.
Diabetes now is a condition, is a disease condition where there is excessive sugar in the blood, when the blood glucose level is very high. Now, if that blood glucose level is high for a long period of time, you call it diabetes. Because even as you ate this morning, for someone that doesn't have diabetes, even when they eat, their blood glucose level will rise up. But for a diabetic patient, their blood glucose level is high and does not want to come down.
Dr. Nuhu Abubakar highlighted the risks of untreated diabetes, including eye, kidney, nerve, and heart complications.
Among the complications of diabetes, there are these categories that involves the smaller blood vessels. We call them microvascular complication, and there are those that affect the larger vessels, larger blood vessels. We call them macrovascular complications. So for those that affect the smaller blood vessels, these ones, they can present with blurring of vision, affecting the eye. We call it retinopathy. They can also affect the kidneys. We call it nephropathy, which may, if unchecked or not treated or prevented, it can cause common kidney disease that might even lead to dialysis.
While Dr. Badina Garba, debunked myths, stressing that diabetes is a medical condition not caused by spiritual forces.
As a matter of fact, some people perceive diabetes mellitus as it was assigned to a traditionalist, like it's witchcraft. Some people refer to it as witchcraft because you pass within so much, the frequency is much, and then you take a lot of water, and then you eat excessive food. So some people say it's witchcraft that entered you, that you are taking a lot of water. And so these are some of the minor misconceptions.
Participants also receive free blood sugar tests, dietary counseling, and health talks, underlining the commitment to public health and diabetes awareness in Taraba State. Lilian Yakubu reporting for Some TV.
Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya says achieving lasting peace and improved welfare for citizens will remain difficult without focused efforts on industrialization and economic empowerment. The governor stated this when he received participants of senior course 34 from the National Defense College, Abuja, who are in Gombe on a study tour. Kamal Hamajo files in the report.
Receiving the delegation at the ESCO chamber, Governor Inuwa Yahaya described the study tour theme optimizing natural resources for industrialization, national development and security in Nigeria as timely and relevant given the nation's current development goals. Highlighting the Muhammadu Buhari Industrial Park in Dadinkowa, the governor said the project represents the key pillar of his administration's industrial agenda. He revealed that the state has so far invested over 26 billion naira in the park, which features 25 kilometers of internal roads, a 2 million liter water storage facility, and a dedicated electricity source. The governor noted that Northeast sub-region is richly endowed with natural and human resources, and that Gombe's central location makes it a strategic hub for trade and investment. He added that the region shares borders with Cameroon, Niger, and Chad through neighboring states like Taraba, Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe, all accessible from Gombe within a day travel. However, he lamented that inadequate road infrastructure continues to slow regional economic integration.
Yola is just 227 kilometers, and from Yola you can hit Cameroon. Cameroon is just about 30-40 minutes away from Jimeta itself, maximum an hour plus, through Ufori and eventually Burin, and we are there in Cameroon, Idgawa, and so on. To the east, to View here is just 110 kilometers, and from View you can easily live to the remaining southern parts of Borno State and eventually either Chad or Cameroon. So also to the north, if you go to Yobe, it's just 192 kilometers to go to Patiskum. From Patiskum to get to either Gashua or Bayamari and get to Gaidam and hit Niger Republic doesn't take you more than 3 hours on a normal day. Unfortunately, because of bad roads, we are not able to make. We are trying a lot in Gombe.
Governor Yahaya called for stronger collaboration with the Nigerian Army Corps of Engineers and other professional institutions to execute projects that will boost industrial and economic development. He further disclosed that the state has signed a memorandum of understanding with the Chinese company to provide 100 megawatts of solar energy to support industries in the park and beyond. According to him, the park is designed to promote agro-industrial value chain. On security, the governor said preventive steps such as restricting grazing during harvest season have helped reduce clashes between farmers and herders across the state. Earlier, the leader of the visiting team, Brigadier General Olumide Adeleke Ojo, praised Governor Yahaya's leadership style and developmental strides, particularly in infrastructure and industrial growth. He said the governor's vision clearly demonstrated foresight and a strong commitment to sustainable development. Brigadier General Ojo described the National Defense College as Nigeria's foremost institution for strategic leadership training, established to build capacity for effective use of national resources in promoting security and development.
We would like to appreciate you for the good work you are doing in the state, I was telling the chairman yesterday that in the next 10 years, Gombe State will stand among the best among the country in terms of industrialization and in terms of quality development for the people. Congratulations, sir. The mission of the Defense College is to develop future leaders who are sufficiently equipped with the requisite knowledge and analytical skills necessary to harness the instruments of national power in a dynamic defense and security environment. This present course, which is Christian Course 34, consists of 104 participants from the armed forces of Nigeria, paramilitary agencies, foreign countries like India, Germany, and some African countries, of which 2 of the participants are here with us. We have participants from Mali and also from Zimbabwe.
Governor Inuwa Yahaya expressed optimism that the delegation's findings will support better collaboration between Gombe State and federal institutions towards advancing economic prosperity and lasting peace as the visitors continue their tour of key sites across the state. From Gombe, Kamal Hamajo, Sun TV News.
The State Executive Council, under the leadership of Governor Muhammadu Inuwa Yahaya, has given approval for the 2026 budget proposal, which will be presented to the State House of Assembly on Thursday. The Council also sanctioned over 6.5 billion naira for major projects cutting across governance, education, and emergency response. Kamal Hamajo reports.
Speaking to journalists after the meeting, the Commissioner for Information and Culture, Nijinya Arotilde, said the Council not only approved the budget, but also set up a primary healthcare leadership challenge steering committee to enhance transparency and efficiency in the health sector.
The Executive Council has its 50th ESCO meeting. In today's regulation, memos were presented and ratified.
The Commissioner for Budget and Economic Planning, Honorable Saliu Baba Al-Kali, explained that the proposed budget reflects citizens' needs gathered through wide consultation across the state.
So after taking the inputs and suggestions of the citizens of the state into the budget, we prepared the budget, and then today we presented this budget to the council for approval.
Commissioner for Health, Dr. Habud Ahiru, noted that the establishment of Leadership Challenge Steering Committee aims to deepen accountability and coordination in primary healthcare delivery.
You will recall Gombe State won the best state on innovation in Nigeria and also came as runners-up of the Leadership Challenge initiative that attracted a reward of $400,000 US. In line with the state's commitment to sustain the gains and build upon this notable success, the Primary Healthcare Leadership Challenge Steering Committee will further enhance our chances of winning the subsequent competition. And the idea is to have an institutionalized mechanism for coordination and monitoring, and to strengthen evaluation and monitoring activities, to also foster local government ownership and stakeholder representation.
Commissioner for Works, Housing and Transport, Engineer Usman Mejama Kallam, disclosed that 1.3 billion naira was approved for the construction of new Deputy Governor's office, 3.5 billion naira for completing 5 mega colleges across the state, 1.27 billion naira for a new fire service headquarters, and 461 million naira for a divisional police station in Shehu Abubakar district, all targeted at improving infrastructure and public safety.
Let me take it again. The sum is 1,275,236,052 naira, 0.13 kobo. This is for the construction of the modern fire service.
Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Zubairu Muhammad Omar said the council also deliberated on security matters, cautioning against attack on security personnel while urging citizens to uphold peace and cooperation.
But recently, there have been attacks on two times attacks on some security agencies who were out to discharge their responsibilities, but because of a misunderstanding somewhere, somehow, they were attacked by members of the public. Of course, that is not tolerable by government.
The council reaffirmed that these approvals align with Governor Inuaya's ongoing effort to strengthen governance, expand infrastructure, and enhance social service across Gombe State. From Gombe, Kamal Hamwadi, Sun TV News.
The Federal Competition and Consumers Protection Commission has set January 5, 2026 as the deadline for all digital lending platforms and intermediaries in Nigeria to fully comply with its new consumer lending regulations. The move, announced in a statement on Thursday by Commission's Director of Corporate Affairs, Ondaje Ijabu, marks a major step in the federal government's efforts to rein in unethical practices that have plagued the fast-growing digital lending industry. The directive follows the introductions of regulations which took effect on July 21, 2025, under the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Act 2018. It seeks to promote fairness, transparency, and accountability across the country's lending ecosystem. The Inclusive Cancer Care Research Equity Consortium for Black Men has called for a united front in tackling the rising cases of prostate cancer globally. The call was met at a one-day prostate cancer summit in Lokoja on Wednesday. Theme: United Against Prostate Cancer. A consultant, neurologist, and representative of iCare Lokoja, Dr. Ajodeji Ogumola, he said the summit, organized in partnership with the neurology unit of the Federal Teaching Hospital Lokoja, coincided with the Global Men's Health Awareness Month. The summit would provide a safe space for men to share their experiences, break down stigmas, ask questions, and learn from experts. Lagos State authorities on Thursday sealed a Janla restaurant at number 40 Fola Osibo Street, Lekki, over environmental violation. Commissioner for Environment and Water Resources, Tokumbo Wahab, he stated on X that the Lagos State Wastewater Management Office took the action after the restaurant was found deliberately discharging raw sewage into public drains using a pumping machine. The Lagos State Wastewater Management Office on Thursday, 13th November 2025, sealed off a Janla restaurant at number 40 Fola Osibo Street, Lekki, Lagos, for deliberate discharge of raw sewage into the public drains via a pumping machine, causing offensive odor in the community, constituting public nuisance, environmental pollution, and endangering human life. Wahab said he warned that such acts would not be tolerated, adding every act of environmental nuisance and pollution present grave dangers to public health and would be met with appropriate sanctions and prosecution. Let's take a brief commercial break. We'll be right back with more exciting updates on Super Media Television. Please don't go away.
Adamawa, hi Yola. Introducing to you SuperGo. SuperGo is a 4-in-1 app. With SuperGo, you can be able to order your ride and your ride will locate you anywhere you are in the city and it take you to your destination without stress. With SuperGo, you can be able to do all online banking transactions with less stress and 100% safe and sound. With just one click of your button, your logistics is 100% covered with SuperGo. And guess what? We can help you buy everything you need at the supermarkets, at the pharmacy, and more with SuperGo. SuperGo is now your Superman for everything you need to get or do. For more information on how to get SuperGo app, use the link displayed on your screen right now. Omo, you never tired with this stranded every day. Come on, with just one click, SuperGo don't come pick you once, straight up. And again, even all your marketing, waka. SuperGo don't buy them for you, carry and go for your house. Let's go, SuperGo, 100% active. Don't forget, SuperGo and Superman for you.
Welcome back. On the international news, the rate of interception of both Russian drones and missiles fired into Ukraine through October slipped as Moscow continued its long-range bombardments of Ukrainian cities and critical infrastructure. Ukrainian Air Force data analyst by ABC News showed of the 5,312 drones of all types launched into Ukraine across last month. Ukrainian defenders shot down or suppressed 4,242, just under 18%, 80% according to Air Force data. October's drone interception rate was the lowest of 2025 to date. Ukraine's month-to-month success rate in facing Russian drones has declined from more than 90% at the start of this year to around or just over 85% in August and September. Interception rates do not tell the complete story of the conflict, but they offer a view into a key ongoing aspect of the war as both Moscow and Kyiv seek to weaken the other's resolve, military industrial capacities and negotiating position. As attritional day-to-day fighting continues, all along the front line, Russia and Ukraine threats nightly and ever-growing aerial assault. Neither sides provide detailed data on the scale of the attacks or their targets. Both, though, do offer limited information on their day-to-day air defense action. On business news, Nigeria's top banks have solidified their dominance in Africa's financial landscape with Guaranty Trust Bank, Zenith Bank, and United Bank for Africa emerging among the top 5 in the African Reports 2025 ranking of Africa's top 300 finance champions. The strong performance driven by its domestic operations and expansion into new markets, United Bank for Africa secured the 5th position, benefiting from its extensive planned African footprint. Access Bank ranked 9th. The ranking evaluates banks based on profitability, solvency, liquidity, credit quality, and total assets. Nigeria's banking sector has been boosted by high domestic interest rates, a strong deposit base, and improved financial inclusion, which rose to 78% in 2024 from 63% in 2022. On entertainment news, the billionaire senator has dropped alleged receipts to challenge wife Regina Daniels' age claims as their marital crisis continued to trend on social media. The marital conflict between Nigeria Senator Ned Nwoko and his actress wife Regina Daniels has exploded into the public domain. The private affairs of the prominent couple are now being dissected on social media. Mwoko45 took to X, formerly Twitter, to issue a stinking denial of his wife's claim. The billionaire lawyer is firmly disputing her assertion that he married him at the age of 17. This Thursday, November 13, the senator did not hold back. He produced physical documentation to support his vision of events amidst growing tension in their marriage. Network's latest statement was a masterful blend of firm denial and yet again highly personal allegations. The senator directly addressed the claim regarding Regina's age at the time of their 2019 marriage. On Sport News, Victor Osimhen and Sevilla's Super Eagles stars inspired Nigeria 4-0 thrashing of Gabon, a dominant display that pushes them closer to the 2026 World Cup. Nigerian Super Eagles delivered a commanding 4-1 victory over Gabon in the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifying playoff semi-final, significantly advancing their chances of reaching the World Cup. The match was notably influenced by the stellar performances of Victor Osimhen and the Nigerian star playing for Sevilla, specifically Akol Adams and Chidera.